Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm Swami, founder of Next, and today we are going to see a workflow of n8n. So n8n is basically a AI automation tool where we can automate some task using AI and without AI as well. So in this workflow, what we are going to do is we will scrape a website and we will store the details of it in a Google Sheet. For that, I have created this workflow where this is a manual trigger. You can add a scheduler or some other custom trigger point based on your use case. So when we click on this, so this actually we are using Firecrawler. Firecrawler is a tool. If we open this HTTP node, we are using this Firecrawler tool and we are passing a URL. Right now it's hard coded, so I've added my company website Next. So once we click on that, we have to pass the authentication. Here we have added the generic bearer auth for Firecrawler. So let me quickly open Firecrawler here. So this is the Firecrawler docs. So if you want to integrate Firecrawler in your n8n, you can add via curl request, or you can add just like how I've added here. So in this I have added we have to give this option as send body as true, and here we have using fields below, but I've used using JSON. Post that we have to pass the URL and the format. So right now it uses the markdown format. If you open this tool right in the dashboard, we need the API key as well, because we need the API key to authenticate this bearer token. We have to pass this bearer token. If you want to go to new credential, you have to paste this token here. If you go to this dashboard, and you will get your API key here. So you have to just sign up, and you can copy this API key and you can paste it here. That's how you can connect to this Firecrawler. So I'm giving Firecrawler my URL. It's right now passing as a dynamic variable. You can just drag and drop here and it will work. It's a JSON where we can pass the URL format just like how it's there for scraping. So what it does is it will just go to the website and it will scrape all the relevant information and it will store in a Google Sheet. So when we run this step, right, so we'll have the data like markdown, because here I have given format as markdown only. So the data I have is only for markdown, or you can have HTML scrape data as well, depends on the formats which you want. Like here they are also using HTML, but I don't think we need for our scenario. Once this is done, this is a model which I have used from OpenAI. To integrate this model, you have to create the credentials. You need to buy some credits from OpenAI. So this is the API keys. You can go to platform.openai.com and API keys. Here you can add a secret key and you can copy that key and store it somewhere safe. Once you've copied, you have to just add it here. Like if you go to create new credential, you have to give the API key and that's it. You can be authenticated with OpenAI to use the models. Right now I'm using GPT 4.1, and what I've done in the prompt is I've given the details, like this is the markdown of the page and this is the URL. So the markdown is done from the Firecrawler. Once that is done, the details I'm getting here from the markdown. This is the entire details from Firecrawler which it has given us. The prompt which I'm giving, so here we have to there are two things here. This is a prompt which is the agent is getting, and we can also give a system prompt. So in the system prompt, what we are doing is let me disable this. Okay, yeah, so the prompt which I have to give for as a role as a system, and I've given it very simple prompt that you are an analyst and your job is to extract the URL what the company offers in a short and crisp description and the company name as an output. So once you have this is the output it will give us. So we don't need to use any parser here because we are using a message to a model. If you want to use an agent, you can use that as well, but there you have to use a structured output parser to match the output details. Once we have this, so we'll have the company name and URL description, and it's quite simple, and we are just storing it here. But yes, there's one more catch. When you're using a Google Sheet, you also have to do authentication here. To authenticate, you just have to go, like I've done already, but I will show you again. You just need to paste the client ID and client secret. To get this client ID and client secret, you have to go to Google Cloud and you have to create a project here. Once you have created this project, you have to go to this API and services and go to credentials. And once you have come to this page, like I've created 2 credentials here, right? You can create credentials and do OAuth client ID. So by clicking on this, you can create client ID and client secret, and you can copy that client ID. So if I open this one, you will get something like this, like the client ID will get here and the client secret will get here. So you can copy these details and you can paste it here to get it authenticated. After that, you have to do a sign in and give the approval so that it will be available for access. And just this is a sheet which I am updating here. So this is my sheet. Name is Scraper. So it's just updating here with the name and the URL and the info. So this info is about a short description which I have given in my model. So after scraping all this data markdown, it will give a small description on that, like what the company offers and what it does and what problem it solves. So all those things. So if I go to my website, like what it says is next, Beyond AI provides custom AI solutions for businesses, including intelligent voice agents, workflows automations, empowered lead generation, AI sales agents. So if I go to my website, you can see it's same, like we give voice agents as well, we give automations as well. So this is something we can use. This is a simple example which I've given. We can do a lot of more stuff using Firecrawler and other crawling tools. We can scrape emails, do lead generation. This kind of details we can use to further do lead enrichment. If you want to add more columns, like add and date of scraping, and like get the emails, get the person profile, LinkedIn, so everything can be done. There are a lot of tools. I will create a video again, enrichment, and do reach out. So yeah, that's all for today's video, and do give a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a nice day.